Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subject channel. So this part of Isaiah 4:1 series, Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass right before our eyes. Just another sign that we are in the last days, because Isaiah 4:1 was talking of the last days. And if you don't believe that, then you need to read it a little closer. It was talking about symbolically how things will be between men and women in the last days. So on this one, I want to talk about don't chase them, replace them. And when a chick is out of your life, move her out of your head. Move her out of your head. You know how, okay, if you break a chair, you're not going to keep that chair where it is unless you don't believe you can get another chair, right? If you believe you can get another chair, you're going to throw that chair in the garbage. Same thing with women. You got to believe that you're going to get other women instead of fighting over one that doesn't want you, fighting over one that wants you to share her, fighting to impress one that's not. Let me show y'all something. If you got to prove yourself to a woman, then she is not convinced that you are the guy for her. Because when they convinced that you the guy for her, they're going to accept you for who you are. You ain't going to have to prove yourself to them. It's when you create entitlement and when you get with women who really wanted somebody else, that's when you got to prove yourself. That's when they try to make you prove yourself. And when they don't want you, no way. Y'all guys gotta learn how to throw women out of your mind, out of your heart. Y'all don't know how to clean your heart. Remember how David said, creating me a clean heart? Y'all gotta learn how to clean your heart. Y'all gotta learn how to clean your mind. You gotta be an architect of your own mind. One reason why people struggle in life is because they not constructing their own mind. They letting the devil construct it. They letting people construct it. You supposed to be the architect of your own mind, man. You supposed to be it. Not your wife, not your kids, not nobody else but you. And just like construction, you got to bring in the dump trucks to get rid of the excess rocks and dirt. So it can be smooth for the building. But people don't do that. People won't move on, man. She doesn't want me. Really, she never did, probably. Them other women, they wanted me. I chose the one who was on the rebound. That's how it be. So I know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all be trying to come in the comments like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I had the other women, it wasn't no doubt about it. They wanted to be with me. They wanted to be around me. They wasn't ducking me. I was ducking them. This was crazy about us men. I picked the one that was ducking me and rejected the ones who wasn't. That's what we do. And that's why we end up in divorce court. I can't get mad at nobody, man. All I could do is what I'm talking about is replace. Replace. Put something else in that spot in your mind. Put something else in that spot in your heart. All I'm thinking about right now is the Most High, what he want me to do, the businesses that I want, and I'm hoping that my dreams won't be affected by this decision I made called marriage. Because there's no way I'm doing all of that stuff and have to give her all the money. I'm not going to do it. It's going to mess me up. I'm going to have to go in a whole different direction. And that's what I've been praying to the Most High. Like, don't let this mess me up, man. Especially, like, I literally saw this coming. Like, I did. Like, and so I was trying to avoid it, trying to deflect it, but you can't. You can't. When a woman really want to be with you, she's going to be forgiving. When a woman don't want to be with you, she's going to hold everything you do and everything you say against you. And if you got there and shut down the whoredom that they might have wanted to partake in, that could come back on you down the line as well. So let's get into it. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women take hold of one man, saying, we'll eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. The disgrace is how these women want to sleep with all these different dudes. That's a disgrace. And the sad part about it is some of them want to be married to you while they do it. In a relationship with you, getting compensated by you while they do it. So we got to learn how to replace. We got to, like for instance, right? Your couch get old, you don't like the way it look, but you ain't got the money to buy another couch right now. What you gonna do? Most guys is gonna try to keep that couch. You're gonna try to clean off the couch. The couch is horrible. But what you're supposed to do is put that couch on the curb and find out what couch you're gonna get. Because that couch is in the way. You don't even sit on it. That's the equivalent of you ain't even having sex with her. Any woman that you not having sex with is in the way if y'all got a relationship. The relationships are based, the foundation and the construction of a relationship is sex. Now, when y'all get 90 years old, y'all still could be dry humming or doing something, but it's not going to be that way if you make it with her till 90 years old. But while you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s, how can you claim a woman that's not having sex with you? You can't. Biblically, you can't even claim her because she consummates the marriage with sex. So when she takes sex off the table, then she's breaking the marriage. I don't care what you did. If you ain't did nothing where she could die, or somebody else can die or be harmed, the moment she consistently took sex off the table, and then we see about, I'm telling you, let's talk about this in the Bible. The Apostle Paul talked about it extensively in 1 Corinthians chapter 7. When she takes sex off the table, she's putting the devil at the table. Now the devil's sitting at the table. This is what happened. Your wife took sex off the table. She opened the door for the devil, and the devil came in and sat down at the table. And the devil said, so what we gonna do to break up this relationship here? What we gonna do to kill this relationship? What we gonna do to steal this relationship? What we gonna do to destroy this relationship? And the devil said, hold on one second. The devil went back to the door and opened the door for them demons to come in and sit at the table too. So now you got the devil and demons at the table. because you wanted to deny him sex. If you would have said, it wasn't no vow, it wasn't no agreement that said, and you can deny me sex for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year, 2 years, 4 years, 6 years. Nobody agrees to that. That's the devil. Let me say this to any of you women who talking like you so close to God. Let me tell you something. When you hold grudges against your husband, that's the devil. When you deny him sex, that's the devil. When you have more desire for other men, some of which you don't even see or know, than him, that's the devil. You can't sugarcoat it. And I want y'all to come and I will cook every single one of y'all. I want you to come try to refute what I'm saying. When you do that, that's the devil. It's never the Most High. The Most High ain't got nothing to do with it, and he don't approve of it. And the devil masquerades as an angel of light, so the devil will have you thinking that the Most High somehow is going along with your shenanigans. The Most High is looking at your heart. He knows about everybody's heart and mind. He's always watching the heart. You can't get stuff past him. That's the devil every time. If you're not sick, that's the devil. You are not supposed to be doing that in no marriage, especially. And when you lose your desire, that's the devil. You should want to screw him. He paying your bills. What the hell is wrong with these women? You say, well, he ain't paying my bills. I'm paying the bill. Okay, why you got him there then? If he not paying your bills, you paying the bills, why is he there? See, this is another thing they do. When times get hard, they forget about everything else these dudes done did for them. And y'all dudes, y'all be feeding right into it. You won't say nothing. Nobody know what's going on with you. That's not being a man. That's being a dog, an animal. An animal can't talk. We don't speak animal. We don't. If a dog bark, I don't know what a dog is saying. Y'all sit up there and think you tough and think you being a man. And that woman is skinning you alive. You got practically your bones hanging out and nobody knows what's going on with you. Then when we see these dudes taking their life, that's a coward move. You should have talked to somebody. Don't you ever think about doing that and not talking to somebody. You could come talk to me. We'll keep it a secret. truthblaster888@gmail.com. Don't you ever think about doing nothing to yourself over these hoes. Ever. You need to talk to somebody, man. These broads is deceivers. They manipulative, man. You got to dominate them. You got to put them in check. If I can't put you in check, I don't want you. I learned this the hard way, man. I got away from this thinking I'm being a righteous man. That's why I be setting these Christians ablaze. Because I know that a lot of that stuff they was trying to teach me was foolishness. And the Most High even was showing me that that's foolishness. He expect you to be a man. You don't defer to no woman. She defer to you. Now you don't mistreat them, you don't abuse them, but at the same time, you should be reciprocating something good that they do and say. Like how do you be, these women do not know how to be wives, and then they'll get married again and get divorced again because they don't know how to be wives. You can't apologize. You don't need to be married to nobody. You can't forgive nobody. You don't need to be married to nobody. I don't care what you could do sexually. I don't care what you could do in the kitchen. If you can't apologize or you can't forgive people, you do not need to be with anyone. Until you learn that, until you learn how to do that. Those be like the worst women, man. I don't care. When they don't know how to forgive, they don't know how to resolve issues, them be the worst wives. The absolute worst. And that's why you got to know how to replace them. Then these people talk about dying alone. Most people is alone anyway. They got a bunch of people around them that don't care nothing for them, that's only using them for rides, for when they need some money because they can't get their money right. They spend everything they got. Most people ain't got no real one anyway. Ain't gonna make no sacrifice to help you. So what sense do it make? Who cares? Dying alone for the majority of us would be peaceful. You got a bunch of people around you that don't even care about you like that anyways. You better embrace being alone. Instead of y'all be forcing relationships and friendships with people that ain't gonna do nothing significant to help you. You know what you're supposed to do? Do what they do. Deal with them when you feel like it. When you don't answer the phone, don't answer the door. Forget them. Replace, even with friendship, stuff like that. Replace. See, I'm finna show you when we been like the Most High, when we construct that palace. Don't construct a shack. You gotta construct a palace in your heart, in your mind. Y'all be constructing the shack. Remember on Friday 13th, that little house Jason had? If you ever saw Friday 13th Part 2, that little house, that was Jason's house in the woods. That's what y'all constructing. You should be having marble floors, gold. Y'all be letting women who nobody even gonna want, they gonna use them. Y'all be letting them diss you. You gotta stop giving people leeway because you got kids with them. So what? Unfortunate for the kids. Stand on these broads. Can you be calling them broads? You right, I do. When I say broads and all that stuff, I'm not talking about the women that this don't pertain to. These women be literally fleecing dudes. This dude's homeless over divorce settlements. And they think I'm not going to say nothing, or these other guys shouldn't be saying nothing? That's like letting somebody tie you up to a chair and just keep slapping you. And you could have overpowered them and stopped it, but you let them do it. You know why I could love another woman? I'm finna show you why I could. But it's possible that it'll never happen again. I could because I know what they supposed to be now. I know what I respect. I know what I love. I know what I like. And I know how to replace. This is a mistake guys make. When you get burned by a woman, you supposed to wake up and know what to do next time. Not just say, ain't gonna be no next time. That's the cop-out. That's you supposed to avoid. Like if you meet 6 women that's the same or worse, you dump them, replace them, make them move around. But what if that 7th one is what you wanted and needed all along? you got to be able to filter through them and know, all right, this one is seeming like you can't buy in. It's seeming like, because you got to be able to dump her too if she switch up. But this one is seeming like gonna be decent. You'll not give her a chance. You give her a chance, and if she start acting like them, you put her right where you put them. I don't know where my shoes is from 1993. They could be completely disintegrated somewhere part of the dirt. You think I'm like, oh man, I gotta find my shoes from 93. Them shoes were so comfortable. Nope. Once them shoes got holes in them, once they start leaning, stuff like that, you get rid of them. You replace them. Since then, I've had how many pairs of shoes? Who knows? Man, my eye, I don't know if it's allergies, but my eye's been like slightly itching and watering up. Who knows? That's how we gotta be with them though. We don't think about our old shoes. You think about your old shoes? I'm finna show y'all something. The only women that you know how you think about them sometimes, the only women I think about even a little bit is the ones that was good. The ones that did little stuff, I might mention what happened, but I don't be thinking about them. Because I've learned how to do this. But you got to apply this to everybody. People be trying to apply it to who they want to apply it to. You got to apply it to, I don't care if you was married with kids. If she gave up on you, she quit on you and got with another man, you need to let that go. Let that go, because they'll play on that too. They'll play on it. She didn't want you, man. Replace her. Women are like AE said, they chase who they want. And all of this, it showed me even more what I've been thinking for years. I mean, years. That's why I made some of the moves that I made. Because I'm finna come clean. I'm finna come clean now. When it seemed like somebody don't care, or they not helping you, or they using you, and you know it, it changes the way you make decisions. It do. I'm telling you. Sometimes it really stings when you know the truth. The truth make you free, but ain't no telling what you got to deal with. You might get bit by a hound trying to escape slavery. But it make you free though. When I first started noticing it, I'm a prophet, y'all. So my intuitions be, when I first started noticing, man, something ain't right. That was years ago. Like it seemed like as long as I'm doing this, and then the best thing that could have happened was that emotional affair. I'm going to tell you why. Because that showed me. Because back then, all the bills was paid. We had decent cars, nice cars. We wasn't having no financial problems, and that still happened. That's why I can't try to say nothing about no money, because that happened when everything was cool. 2013, I had a house, decent house, upstairs, downstairs, basement, everything. I kept cars, good, nice cars, drop tops, all type of stuff. So it wasn't that. Women don't want to admit that they curious for Johnson. They don't want to admit that they want to see what's out there. They want to see if they could do better than what they have with you. They won't admit that. They'll never admit it. They want their family and your family to think it's your fault. They don't want to admit that they feel like they missing something. But that's crazy. To me, any of y'all stay-at-home women to think like that is just insane. You knew you was making sacrifices when you decided to stay at home. But they don't care. They don't care. So you gotta play the game how they play it. You gotta be a replacer. You could listen. I already had you 100,000 times. That's how you gotta look at it. So whoever gets you now, they getting you after I done had you, and they probably not gonna be the man that you are. I know they always think that. Please come in the comments and tell me about your ex-wife's new man. Please. And I want to interview y'all too. Because we got that series, Our Side of the Story. You gotta tell us about their new man. Put them on the table. These women be watching. They need to see that too. Because a lot of them be having good men, but they be holding all of his shortcomings against him. He doing all type of stuff for her, but she still, well, he never was my type. He good with the kids. Shut the If he wasn't your type, why you get with him then? Why you waste his time? You gotta stand on these women, man. You gotta replace these women. I'm gonna be by myself if I don't get what I'm looking for. I don't care. I'm still gonna have sex though. Yeah. Yeah. And you could try to bring up the Bible all you want. Yeah. Because I already told the Most High what it is, and he looking at my heart anyway. Yeah. You're not gonna turn me into a eunuch because of the Bible. Yeah. I'm gonna be, oh yeah. Oh. And listen, if you can't understand that, stay away from me, stay away from my channel, stay away from my church. Ain't no woman gonna get no edge on me again in life. But the ones that do right by me, I'm gonna do right by them. I'm gonna reciprocate it. Yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway, I gotta get going. I do thank y'all for watching, and keep tuning in for even more videos.